Measles, pertussis, polio. They're all gone, right? Wrong. You probably don't know of any children who have had polio, or measles, or pertussis. So why vaccinate your children against diseases that they will probably never get? To answer that question, first a bit of history. Until the 1940s, pertussis was very common in children. Its other name, whooping cough, is derived from its violent coughing fits and desperate gasps as young children struggle for air through their swollen windpipes. Sometimes children vomit from coughing so hard, or turn blue and pass out from lack of oxygen. The intensity of the coughing fits can even lead to bleeding in eyes or brains, broken ribs, dehydration, starvation, and seizures. It's a serious disease, sometimes lasting weeks. Until the 1950s, polio was one of the scariest diseases for parents. Often it had no symptoms, it simply caused paralysis. And because the polio virus was easily and widely spread, more than 15,000 people a year became paralyzed. Many left to live their life in iron lungs. Parents were afraid to let their children go to swimming pools and movie theaters for fear of catching the polio virus. Until the 1960s, almost every child got measles. Most of the time, measles is mild. But about 1 out of every 5 people contracting measles is hospitalized. 1 in 20 with measles develops pneumonia, and 1 out of every 1,000 who gets measles develops encephalitis, a swelling of the brain that can lead to convulsions, deafness, and intellectual disabilities. About 500 children die of measles every year. Wait, die? Shouldn't that be died instead of die? Aren't all these diseases gone? No. Polio, pertussis, and measles are not gone. The widespread use of vaccines has greatly reduced these diseases, but they are still around. In fact, more than 20 million cases of whooping cough happen every year worldwide, with tens of thousands in the United States. Polio rarely occurs in the United States, but it's always just a plane ride away from entering other countries. And because some parents are delaying or refusing childhood vaccines for their children, outbreaks of measles have started occurring once again in the U.S. Unvaccinated children are far more likely to contract these diseases, are far more likely to transmit these infections to others, are far more likely to suffer severe complications, and are far more likely to die from them. Because these diseases now appear to be rare, it's easy to ignore them. But when fewer children are vaccinated, these viruses start to reappear. And so thousands of children now get sick in the U.S. every year, sick from vaccine-preventable diseases. And some children die. By choosing to get your children vaccinated, you can help protect your children, your family, and your community.